Hello, and welcome to my channel for news about the reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. Rhea Ripley missed WWE Raw before Crown Jewel. The star had other commitments before the big show. Ripley has a massive match at WWE Crown Jewel. She will have to face Asuka, who has been something of a force in the company over the last few weeks. In that short time, she has betrayed Iyo Sky, slapped Kairi Sane, attacked Rhea Ripley, and a lot more. When they meet at Crown Jewel, Ripley will finally have the chance to set things right. At the show, Sky will team with Ripley, while Asuka teams with Sane. Tonight, Iyo Sky was left alone against the Kabuki Warriors. Kairi Sane and Iyo Sky had a match, but Sane was reluctant. She did her job and was able to defeat Sky thanks to interference from Asuka. They then proceeded to attack the Tar even after the match was done and beat her down. Sky was left to take on the numbers alone. Meanwhile, Ripley is in Australia ahead of Crown Jewel. The star was doing media and missed Raw, unable to be there and help out her partner. Now the stars are entering the bout at a disadvantage and with less momentum than their opposition. Even if she missed the show, Ripley still sent messages saying that the Kabuki Warriors would pay for what they did. Rhea Ripley is heading for an odd end to 2025 in WWE. The year is now drawing to a close, and it seems that Rhea Ripley, in particular, is having an odd ending to it. At the beginning of the year, she spent a lot of time going after the title. At that point, her biggest opponent was also Iyo Sky. The two battled several times and Ripley kept losing. Since then, though, she has changed her approach and developed respect for the star. Since Naomi is out, it was thought Ripley would go after the title again, but that did not happen. Instead, she is forming a new friendship and helping Sky while she battles against two stars who were supposed to be family. The WWE Universe was left buzzing after the unexpected absence of Rhea Ripley from this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. With Crown Jewel 2025 just around the corner, fans had been anticipating a major appearance from the Eradicator to further intensify her ongoing storyline. But instead, Ripley was nowhere to be seen. Her absence immediately set social media ablaze with speculation, especially after she posted a cryptic message online that left fans questioning her status heading into one of the biggest premium live events of the year. Rhea Ripley's absence raises eyebrows. The reigning force in WWE's women's division and a dominant member of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley's presence on Raw has been nearly constant. Whether she's competing, cutting promos, or backing up her stablemates, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Damian Priest, Ripley has consistently been the backbone of the group. That's why her absence from the final Raw before Crown Jewel immediately stood out. The broadcast opened with commentary acknowledging that Ripley wasn't in attendance, but WWE provided little explanation. The commentators hinted that Ripley was not medically cleared, but stopped short of revealing what kind of issue might be keeping her away. The WWE Universe immediately began theorizing. Was this part of a storyline, or was there a legitimate reason behind her absence? The message that sparked speculation. Hours before Raw went on air, Rhea Ripley took to social media, posting a photo on her Instagram story that read, "Sometimes you have to step back to come back stronger." The message was short but powerful, and it was accompanied by a black and white photo of her holding the Women's World Championship. Within minutes, hashtags like Rhea Ripley and We Want Mammy began trending on X, formerly Twitter, as fans tried to decipher what Ripley was trying to say. Some fans speculated that Ripley could be dealing with a minor injury, while others believed it was part of a larger storyline being crafted by WWE ahead of Crown Jewel. Given WWE's history of blending reality with fiction, it's often difficult to tell the difference, and this situation seemed to be another example of that. The Judgment Day, without Rhea Ripley's absence, left a noticeable void in the Judgment Day's dynamic. On Raw, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio appeared backstage discussing their plans for Crown Jewel. Without Ripley there to lead the charge, tensions seemed to rise between Priest and Balor, a detail many fans noticed and commented on. Over the past year, Ripley has been portrayed as the de facto leader of the group. Her influence over both the men's and women's divisions has made her one of WWE's most powerful on-screen characters. Without her presence, the Judgment Day's unity seemed to falter, suggesting that WWE may be setting up a storyline that further emphasizes her importance to the faction. Possible reasons behind Ripley's absence. While WWE hasn't provided any official statement, several possible reasons are circulating. Minor injury or fatigue. Ripley's in-ring schedule and media commitments have been intense throughout 2025. After her high-impact matches against stars like Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, and Nia Jax, it wouldn't be surprising if she needed some recovery time. Storyline purposes. WWE often keeps its top stars off television temporarily to build anticipation. Ripley missing Raw could be a deliberate move to make her return at Crown Jewel even more dramatic. Travel or visa delays. With Crown Jewel taking place in Saudi Arabia, travel logistics sometimes impact appearances on live shows leading up to the event. Personal reasons. Like any performer, Ripley could be dealing with personal matters that required her to miss Raw. Whatever the reason, WWE has done a masterful job of turning her absence into a talking point, keeping fans on edge as they await further updates. Fan reactions. Raw just isn't the same without Mami. Social media has been flooded with reactions from fans who expressed how much they missed Ripley's presence. Tweets like, "Raw feels empty without Mami," and "The Judgment Day needs its queen back," dominated the timeline. One fan wrote, "Rhea Ripley missing Raw before Crown Jewel is suspicious. Either something big is coming or WWE is keeping her surprise return under wraps." Others pointed out how Ripley has been the glue holding the Judgment Day together. Without her, the group's charisma and edge seemed diminished. This fan reaction only highlights how central Ripley has become to WWE programming. The build toward Crown Jewel 2025. Before her absence, Rhea Ripley was rumored to be involved in a major title defense at Crown Jewel 2025, potentially against Liv Morgan or Becky Lynch. Both women have been positioned as top contenders, with their recent performances suggesting they could be Ripley's next challengers. If Ripley is medically cleared to compete, WWE could be setting up a dramatic return during Crown Jewel itself, perhaps with Ripley making a surprise appearance to confront her next rival. Alternatively, if her condition doesn't allow for in-ring action, she could still appear in a non-wrestling capacity, ensuring her presence is felt even from ringside. What Ripley's message could mean. Ripley's cryptic message, "Step back to come back stronger," may have been more than a motivational quote. It could symbolize a storyline reset or a hint that she's preparing for an even bigger role heading into WWE's next major pay-per-view season. WWE has been known to use social media messages to plant seeds for future angles. Ripley's post could be teasing a potential character shift or even a conflict within the Judgment Day itself. Some fans believe her growing dominance and leadership could soon lead to tension with Damian Priest, who is currently holding the World Heavyweight Championship. A potential power struggle within the faction could make for an explosive storyline heading into Survivor Series and beyond. Rhea Ripley's unmatched impact. Since joining WWE's main roster, Rhea Ripley has become one of the most recognizable and influential women in professional wrestling. Her mix of athleticism, charisma, and raw intensity has elevated her to the top of the women's division, and her work with the Judgment Day has made her a fixture in both men's and women's storylines. What makes Ripley unique is her ability to command attention without even saying a word. Her absence on Raw proved this once again. Fans immediately felt the void, which speaks volumes about her star power. If Ripley returns at Crown Jewel, expect WWE to make it a major moment, whether she appears to confront an opponent, interfere in a match, or make a surprise comeback. The company knows how to capitalize on her popularity. However, if she remains sidelined, WWE could use her absence to create new tensions within the Judgment Day, possibly allowing other members to shine temporarily before Mami returns to reassert control. Either way, Ripley's story is far from over. In fact, it might just be entering its next big chapter. Rhea Ripley missing Raw just days before Crown Jewel 2025 has sent shockwaves through the WWE universe. While the reason for her absence remains unclear, Her cryptic message has only added fuel to the speculation. Fans are eagerly waiting to see whether she makes her triumphant return at Crown Jewel, and what it will mean for the Judgment Day moving forward. For now, one thing is certain. Rhea Ripley continues to be one of WWE's most compelling figures, both in and out of the ring. Her ability to captivate fans, even without appearing on television, proves that Mami truly runs the division. And her next move could change everything.